Americans love their skyscrapers. Huge constructions are a norm in the U.S., where some of the best bridge builders are present, like the iconic Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. However, America is not the only country that has some of the most amazing bridges in the world. So what makes these bridges special from American bridges? In this video, we will see some of the greatest feats of engineering from all around the world. Bridges link different cities together and connect people, goods, and services. However, they don't always get the recognition that they deserve. The Qishui River Bridge stands a whopping 350 meters above the river. The Chinese government decided to improve economic development in the Sichuan and Guizhou provinces, as it was apparent that there was a need for a reliable connection between the Guizhou-Jiangxi-Gu and Sichuan-Zhugu expressways. This bridge was estimated to be $250 million, which would span the width of the Qishui River. The total length was more than 2 kilometers. Sichuan Road and Bridge got a 360-degree contract that involved the design, production, and construction of the tall bridge. However, the site where it was built was a bit problematic. This winding mountainous site was a complicated topographic challenge. Sichuan settled for a design that required about 1,200 meters of the bridge to use a double tower and single-span suspension. However, the design got even more complex, and it was the most challenging job done by the company in decades. The terrain made use of heavy equipment, which were very difficult to handle because it wasn't easy to build an access road to the site. However, modern sophisticated technology helped Sichuan to save days of design work and 19 months of construction. The Qishui Bridge finally opened in late 2019. The company also saved $2 million from the budget. The Green Juice Bridge is another wonder bridge situated in China, and also the world's first Sing-Tower single-span suspension bridge. It links the cities of Yuzi and Chuzhong-You Autonomous Prefecture in Yunnan. This bridge is said to shorten the travel time significantly. This bridge was started in 2019 and was completed after just 3 years, which is an insane construction feat. Although it doesn't have a record for its length of size, it is well known for it being an engineering marvel. This bridge protrudes from tunnels that burst out from steep mountain faces on each side of the valley, which has a V shape. It, however, holds the record as the world's first single-tower, single-span suspension bridge, as it is only held up by one tower. The world's largest suspension bridge is the 1915 Çanakkale Bridge. It connects Asia and Europe. The Turkish government built the world's longest suspension bridge with a distance of 2,023 meters between main towers in Çanakkale to commemorate 2023. The 1915 Çanakkale Bridge was built by Turkish and South Korean firms with an investment of 2.5 billion euros. This suspension bridge pulls and supports the bridge deck with a cable installed between the main towers, is the most difficult structure in construction and design technology among existing bridges. Çanakkale Bridge is the first suspension bridge to exceed the main span of 2 kilometers, which was considered a technical limitation in the global offshore special bridge market, and is recognized as the culmination of state-of-the-art civil engineering technology. The world's longest suspension bridge was the Akashi Strait Bridge in Japan, which was completed in 1998, and the distance between the main towers of Akashi Bridge is 1,992 meters, which is 32 meters shorter than the Çanakkale Bridge. There has not been a single safety accident in the bridge section of Çanakkale Bridge. This bridge has the longest main span, the distance between the two towers of any suspension bridge in the world. It has a main span of 2,023 meters, about 6,637 feet, which means it is edging out the title of world's longest suspension bridge from the Akashi Kaikyo crossing in Kobe, Japan. The Çanakkale Bridge is part of the Malkara-Çanakkale motorway project and connects the Lepeski district, the Gelibolu district of the Çanakkale province. It is a steel suspension bridge with 3 lanes in both directions. The main span of the bridge is 2,023 meters, while the Gelibolu approach Bezhadusi will be 900 meters long, and the Lepeski approach viaduct, which is 650 meters long. The bridge is said to provide direct access from Europe to the southwestern part of Turkey, while boosting economic development in the western region. By providing a direct link to the southwest region, the bridge is also set to reduce traffic congestion in Istanbul, which witnesses high traffic inflow from Europe. The anchorage blocks are as deep as 29 meters, equivalent to a height of a 10-story building. The European anchorage connects to the 365-meter concrete box girder approach viaduct. The Asian viaduct is 680 meters long. Each anchor is 156 tons. The European anchor includes 68,000 square meters of concrete and 6,400 tons of rebar. The Asian counterpart has 92,000 square meters of concrete and 10,832 tons of rebar. They were cast in 2-meter-high layers, each cast in 6 segments. The layers create a stack that supports the front L-shaped legs that receive the bridge cables. The dry dock, located on the European side about 5 kilometers from the tower sites, requires 1,328 pilings as deep as 21 meters and 16,000 square meters of full. State-of-the-art technology is melted even on the invisible seabed. The tower foundation are designed as a cellular bad structure composed of reinforced concrete slabs and walls. After the main cellular sections were constructed, the caissons were floated by controlled flooding of the dry dock and moved to deeper water into a wet dock. In the wet dock, concrete construction continued while the 2 caisson structures sunk deeper under the increased weight. To strengthen the seabed, crews installed 368 steel piles of 2.5 meters in diameter and as long as 46 meters in length. To build a bridge, some of the criteria must be fulfilled, which are blending the structure with landscape, integration of the road and the bridge, proportioning of various components, uniformity in the system of the structure, least obstruction of view, treatment of the approaches, treatment of the piers, and the shape of the superstructure, and few others. Once a bridge is open for use, management begins and carries on for the life of the bridge. The bridge, therefore, must be regularly inspected and maintained for the benefit of its users. There must be a general inspection where usual inspection of representative parts of a structure are done, and a principal inspection which involves the close examination of all inspectable parts of the bridge structure and adjacent earthworks. There must be a special inspection which occurs to investigate specific problems, either found during inspection or already discovered on similar structures or after a major incident. China is considered to be the world's top bridge builder thanks to the development of materials and techniques. The world's highest Bipan River Bridge, which is equal in height with 200-story building, was built in China's Guizhou province. The Ganhazizi Bridge in Sichuan province is the world's longest concrete-filled steel tubular truss bridge, which has reinforced lattice piers. According to the Ministry of Transportation, more than half of cable-stayed bridge and suspension bridges higher than 400 meters are in China. A recent report by CNN featured some of China's bridges, including the Tsingma Bridge in Hong Kong, Hangzhou Bay Bridge, China Nanpu Bridge, Lupu Bridge, and Wind and Rain Bridge in its list of the world's 24 most amazing bridges. China also holds the record for having the most number of bridges in the world. On the top 100 in terms of height in the 21st century across the world, 90 of them are in China. The main reason why China had the most bridges is because 67% of the country's land is made up of mountains, hills, and plateaus. The Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge in China currently holds the record for the longest bridge in the world, coming out a whopping 164 kilometers long. This bridge was not only built to withstand seismic activity, but also extreme weather, and even a hit from a 300,000-ton naval vessel. This bridge is by far the world's longest sea-crossing bridge, which spans over the Yangtze River. The Changhua Kaohsiung Viaduct, which has a length of 157 kilometers, is part of the Taiwan Speed Railway. The next Chinese megabridge is the world's longest sea-crossing bridge-cum-tunnel system, known as the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, HCMB. It is a massive 55-kilometer-long bridge linking Hong Kong, Macau, and Zhuhai together. Before it was built, tourists and travelers moving from or to Hong Kong had to take a ferry. Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, USA is known as the new world's longest bridge and is an impressive 23.87 miles long, supported by thousands of concrete pilings and steel piers. Opened in 1958, it connects New Orleans and its suburbs on the south shore with Mandeville, Covington, and Hammond on the north. It is a very popular tourist attraction that several companies offer boat tours that allow visitors to cruise underneath the bridge itself. In the world of architecture, perhaps nothing is more utilitarian than a bridge. It's the bridges that some of the world's biggest architects show their creative minds. What do you think of these bridges? Would you like to visit them? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to press the bell icon and subscribe to our channel.